have some misconceptions about what a CPA actually is and what the reality of that misconception is. And there are several of them out there. But I think there's two big ones that really stand out to me about being a CPA. And one of these I did touch on earlier in that, as CPAs, it's critical that we strive to be well-rounded business professionals and not just be experts at recording journal entries or preparing financial statements or anything pertaining to just being an accountant. We provide the most value to our clients when we're well-rounded and we know how to lend a helping hand and are willing to help out when needed, because that's what the clients are really depending on us to do. But the second misconception that I would say that is out there, we don't have to be experts and be expected to know everything that needs to be known in order to do our job well. We're humans, we make mistakes, and we can really only retain so much knowledge at a certain time. It's why we hastily write down notes all the time. It's why, we need to go back and refer to those when we're trying to resolve a problem. And it's really the same thing that you guys are doing at school nowadays. That's why you take notes in class, and then when you study, you go back to those and refresh your memory. But, on the job, you're not expected to know everything. But, the bottom line is, as CPAs, we're ultimately best when we lean on each other and depend on each other for help. You're going to prepare, on the job, there's going to be several, work papers, whether it's audit or tax or consulting. You have to have like a file that shows, evidence that you did your work and you did your job. But those work papers are subjected to several levels of review before, they ultimately get pushed up and, we issue our final report or whatever it is. It's also why the firms employ and invest so much time in us, to make sure that we're getting all the professional development that we need to. Going to trainings, attending professional conferences, even just getting exposure to different types of clients. That's something else that that CPA firms do to help us really, become more well-rounded and be able to be a helping person in this society of being CPAs. And it's also why we build relationships with our client contacts and our colleagues and other CPAs in the overall CPA community. We're really here to help each other out. If we can just develop an expertise in like one or two things, we're going to be on several different engagements and you're going to learn a lot. But if you could really develop an expertise in one or two things, we can then lend a helping hand to other CPAs, not just at our firm, but really at any CPA firm who are experiencing the same issues that we have already faced. I'm actually going through a transitional period right now. I am about to leave EY, which is one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. And I'm joining Somerset, which is one of the strongest local firms here in Indianapolis. Just because I'm leaving EY, I don't plan on burning any bridges with the people that I've met along the way. I do plan on keeping in touch with as many people as I can, the people that I've met along the way, just from being on different jobs at EY and, all the other experiences that I've had, stay connected with those people, because we never know when we're going to cross paths again and have the opportunity to come together to help each other out. Like, I'm going to know things that they don't know yet, and they're going to know things that I don't know. And by just keeping that, relationship open, we're going to be able to help each other out to ultimately make the most impact on our communities and to bring the most value to our clients. So ultimately, when we band together, we can solve together some of the complex issues that our world is facing. And we're not going to be able to do it alone, guys. You really need to appreciate, the value of relationships with people, because that's why we have those relationships. We come together and we help each other out. So as I move forward into this next chapter in my career, I plan on doing my part to help, the CPA community become stronger. And if you want to be a CPA yourself, this is an attitude that you should really have as well.